We are so grateful for this day, this opportunity to be together, to share together. All month long, we have been praying for peace. Peace in our families, our city, peace in our country, and countries of the world. Peace especially in our own hearts. We pray for the peace that Jesus taught us, the peace that surpasses all understanding, knowing that peace already exists in the mind of God. And so we bring this saying peace to our hearts and minds. Thank you, Spirit. All is well, and so it is.
Thank you, Kathy. And now if you would stand up, we're going to have our opening song, I Can See Clearly.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Look up ahead, there's nothing but blue sky. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue sky. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day.
Thank you so much, Don. That's a great way to get us started. And now it's time to read our vision statement. Together, we are realizing miracles through living our oneness with God and each other. And our mission statement, we are a spiritual community inspiring transformation in ourselves and in the world through love, joy, and integrity. Thank you so much, and please be seated. Thanks for being here on this rainy day, but I think the sun's already coming out, so we're just living the song right now. So when you leave here, it's going to be sunshiny and clear, and you're going to have a bright, wonderful day.
Yeah.
So thanks for being here on this rainy day. And thanks if you're at home joining us. We hope you enjoy the online version, and we hope to see you in person sometime soon. And before I forget, if you would silence your cell phones before we get started, that would be great. Welcome to Unity of East Louisville. Wherever you are on your spiritual adventure, you are welcome here, because it is a wonderful adventure that we're going on together. Just those of us here today get to enjoy each other's warmth and love. Thank you to everyone who made today's service possible, our ushers and greeters. Cinda's in charge of that, and we really appreciate her taking care of that organization every week. Our chaplains who are here to pray with you, Kathy and Margie, in charge of that, and they do a wonderful job. Thank you to our sound and PowerPoint. Les is having a day off today, but Pat organizes that, and Colleen, so thank you guys so much. And our wonderful musician, Don, our faithful Don, who really makes the atmosphere here so wonderful. And our special music this week, we're having Danny Flanagan again, and we really welcome you back. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you. And I heard this somewhere. I thought this was great. Bring your spiritual marshmallows today because our pastor is on fire. That's Reverend Gwen. I read that and I just loved it. I thought I gotta use that for Gwen. Shake her up a little bit. Thank you again, Gwen, for being here every the end of the month. Let's see. We have a few announcements. The newest one is that on October 15th, we are having our strategic planning meeting here, and that's a Saturday, and it's from 10 to 2. And I believe Catherine O'Neill is going to help lead us through that, so thank you very much, Catherine. There's a sign-up sheet at the back if you would sign up for that if you think you might be able to come. That's instead of having our community meeting in October. It's really important that we take a look at who we are, who we want to be, where we want to go, and what we want to do with this Unity community. So really important that we have your input if you can be here that day on October 15th, 10 to 2. And please do sign up if possible. And we're not going to hold you to it if you can't make it, but if you sign up, then we have an idea of how many people might be showing up. October 16th is our annual Trunk or Treat celebration with the Downtown Unity Church. They come out and do a lot with the kids from 4 to 8 on October 16th, that's the Sunday, to celebrate a little Halloween fun in our back parking lot. I hope everybody enjoyed the Resonant Cities Peace Project because the meditations were beautiful. Thank you to all of you who did the meditations for that. It was really, really special. And I just feel like it couldn't help but be successful with bringing down the crime and violence in the city. It was a really, really neat thing, and I hope we can do that again. We plan to do it again next year. So thanks again to all the people that participated in putting that together. Suzanne especially, she's not here right now, but Suzanne DeGregorio did a lot for that, so we thank her. Val's going to be teaching meditation practices classes in November, and she will give you more information on that as time goes along. I don't have the date of the next Crystal Bowls. Let's see. You do? Who has the? Cinda has the next date for the Crystal Bowls coming up in October. Let's see. I think that's it. We're going to keep the vision of meditating once per month regarding the Resonant City Peace Project. Yes, Colleen? Yeah, the food drive. Yeah, next. The next thing on the agenda is we're going to be, I think somebody should have handed you, Cinda, or somebody should have handed you the sheet on voting which charities we want to keep participating with or supporting. And you can look at that sheet and decide if you want to add any different ones, if you want to change, or if you just want to keep it the same. We have Eastern Area Community Ministries, which is our local area food bank. We have Maryhurst Girls Home, and we have Crosby Middle School. We also, Colleen got together a great list, which you also should have received. The October food bank, we're going to do a drive for collecting the immediate needs at EACM Food Bank, our cereal, pancake mix, et cetera. Well, you should, I won't read the whole thing, but the list has all the things, the items that they really need the most. And they also need non-food items, toiletries, household cleaners, paper towel, toilet paper, anything that you use in your own home. Is there anything you want to add to that, Colleen? Okay. So we appreciate that. We'll have boxes out for you to put these items in, and we will make sure that they get to EACM. If you just bring the stuff, we'll take it from there. Any other announcements that anyone has? Because I've been gone for a couple of weeks. So it's good to be back. So I have a couple of little cute jokes for you. If money really did grow on trees, what would everyone's favorite season be? Fall. And one more little cute joke. A woman woman tore out a magazine picture of a skinny swimsuit model and taped it to the fridge to inspire her weight loss. It worked. She lost 10 pounds. Her husband, however, gained 15. That one. So greet each other in love and joy this morning. When you can make your way back to your seats, we're going to sing another congregational song, Put a Little Love in Your Heart. And the other thing, when you make your way back to your seats, today is the Hope and Compassion. I forgot to mention it during the announcements. So during the last special music, when they're taking up the regular offering, we'll have the Hope and Compassion basket up front to donate in. All right, ready for putting a little love in your heart?
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Another day goes by, still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see, wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I But when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning. Welcome to everybody that's here. I'm blessed and love is filled with you. Today, the word of the day is harmony. Harmony is the song of my life. Harmony is an integral part of music, adding layers of intricacy and depth. Without harmony and rhythm, a musical competition would be little more than a dissonant cacophony. With the resolution of each chord and the synchronization of every note, a symphony can touch my soul with peace. Similarly, my soul finds peace as I seek a chord in my relationships in every interaction I have. From a place of love and tranquility, I bring compassion to every situation. With the give and take of compromise, I build understanding and trust. I approach every interaction with faith and the expectation of harmonious results. Harmonizing my mind and heart with the world around me, I welcome and do my part to create goodwill, meaning, and beauty. Live in harmony with one another. Book Romans, chapter 12, verse 16.
Our Creator, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Surely the presence of our God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of our God is in this place. Surely the presence of God's love is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. There's a holy hush around us as God's glory fills this place. Surely the presence of God's love is in this place.
I invite you to close your eyes and to focus on your breathing. Let each breath relax you and allow you to center upon the awareness and presence of Spirit. Your presence is a present to the world. You are unique and one of a kind. Ponder your blessings and rest in the presence of Spirit. Within you are many answers. Understand, have courage, be strong. Reach out and support others. Rest in the Spirit. Rest in the presence of Spirit. So many dreams are waiting to be realized. Live a life of serenity, not a life of regrets. Remember that friendships is a wise investment. Life's treasures are people. Rest in the presence of Spirit. Do ordinary things in an extraordinary way. Have health and hope and happiness. Take time to wish upon a star. And don't ever forget, for even a day, how special you are. Rest in the presence of Spirit. as we begin to come back to this time and place, remember that you are special to this world. You are a treasure to those who know you by sharing the blessings of Spirit to all. And so it is.
I wouldn't hesitate to go down with my ship, but I'm not going down at all. It would be futile to hide from the water beside us. With the moon's help, the shore will be mine. Wood on water is nothing new. It's me and my canoe. Believe. Though your ridicule goes so well with your smile, it gives me all the more reasons to try. With my engines as arms, with hope as my sail, the worst I can do is fail. Wood on water is nothing new. Me, my canoe, believe. Wood on water is nothing new. Me and my canoe, determination, I see this through. It's me and my canoe, believe. I wouldn't hesitate to go down with my ship. It's just that I'm not going down at all.
Tracy, am I allowed to talk a little bit, or do I need to get into the message? Oh, you're in trouble then, aren't you? I just very quickly wanted to share something with you. When I do a meditation, a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times, I will refer to a poem or a writing. The meditation today was just a few points from a poem by Colin McCarty, if you want to look it up. And it's titled 24 Things to Remember. Well, we'd still be here if I used all 24 of them. But it really caught my attention. And so I thought I'd mention it to you. The other thing, if you are not involved in any of the classes that we have going on here, I want to really encourage you. There are 2 adult classes that meet on Sunday. I'm not exactly what the one adult class was doing when I came today, but they did not need a microphone. Well, it turned out they were in a heavy, heated discussion about their next book for their class. Don't know what they decided, but they really worked through that. My group, on the other hand, is much smaller, and we meet in an extension of the bookstore. And it must have been one of these days, maybe the rain, we didn't make it to our discussion, our book discussion, because we shared a lot of things that happened to us and that had made an impression. And Glenn told us about, well, it started off as a bird, but thanks to Barbara, we decided it was a crane that he spent a great deal of time observing on his last camping trip, kind of the ways of what that character was doing. And by the end of the discussion, we all agreed we kind of liked the way things were when we were growing up. There are a few of you that are in our same age group and can identify with it. And what it was, on Sundays, we weren't out shopping because all of the stores were closed. And we were with our families. And if we had a lot of kids in our family, it was great fun. Anyway, so why am I, well, what's this got to do with anything, huh? What it has to do is in those classes, we share. We share. We get to know each other. And the thing that emerges time and again is our spirituality. And there's a closeness that forms. So, with that, I am inviting you to join one of our groups. There are 2 adult groups on Sunday. I understand there's one Thursday morning. Did I get that right, Kathy? Well, it's during the week. There are other times. Valerie's getting ready to lead a class on meditation. I've had one of her meditation classes, and it was the best experience that I ever could have. If you are interested, we will organize something. That I assure you of. Okay, another class is, and we will be announcing it. I can't tell you how meaningful getting together with you all. Jan's looking at me like she can't believe what I'm saying. It is rich, it is insightful, and it's been the best thing that has happened to me in a church setting. And it's happening here. So, I want to encourage you, and that's all I'm doing, encouraging you. All right. I have the message today. I hope that it inspires you in some way or another. The title is Centered in the Light Opens My Essential Spiritual Nature. Centered in the Light opens my spiritual nature. There are a couple words that I want to clear up. They tie into the message. We use them all the time, but I want to make sure that we have an understanding. Just in general conversations, we'll use the word centered. Oh, I feel really centered after that message. Or grounded. And toward the end of today's message, we will talk about light. Centered usually refers to our mental and physical state of mind. It's a place we know that we must return to when we aren't feeling like ourselves. When we're not centered, we might feel lost or out of touch with ourselves. When we are centered, we bring calm to our emotions. Becoming centered is a way to find peace within the chaos that might be surrounding us. And I don't have to explain that. It seems like life today versus when my class were all little kids on Sunday. It seems like there's chaos wherever we go. Grounded. Grounded is a term used in conjunction with energy fields around us. Being grounded means that we're content with who we are. We're sure of ourselves. We have confidence in the decisions that we make. Becoming grounded is about getting rid of excess energy, allowing fresh energy to enter. When we ground ourselves, we're calming or slowing down our emotions and getting more in touch with our internal and external worlds. Grounding ourselves can be helpful when we feel unbalanced and nervous. Perhaps you're familiar with this person. I have several of her books. Joan Borsinko. She has said, every day brings a choice to practice stress or to practice peace. Dr. Borsinko, I'm probably really screwing up her name, but she is certainly correct. Winds of change blow through our lives daily, and unpredictable circumstances happen on a regular basis, many beyond our control. So how do we handle these situations? Our brain rushes in to fix everything. It is only from cultivating an inner calm and centeredness that we are able to transcend the outer chaos. How do we sit calmly and not get caught up in all the hype? How do we not worry? How do we stay grounded? How do we remain connected and rooted? How do we remain centered? And I'm going to insert here. We answer all those questions in our small groups. At this point, the people I'm with on Sunday, if I came in with a problem, I'd say right away, Barbara, Glenn, what do you think? How should I approach this? And there's two reasons. I know them well enough now that they will respond spiritually to me. And secondly, I trust them. I trust them. But for those of you that aren't in a class, let me share 4 things with you. These are some helps. 1, visualize. Imagine yourself as happy, healthy, safe, and loved. Visualize a friendlier situation and outcome. Retrain your subconscious to have a different belief system. Retrain your subconscious. I didn't realize we could do that. 3, develop faith that things always turn out okay. And lastly, keep your eyes and heart focused on how you can add value to the world each day. As we open to a higher power of the universe and within us, and consciously allow this creative energy to move through us, a new world is being built. It's not being built by someone else. Yes, others are, but it's our responsibility, and it occurs with our attitude. Each one of us connects our inner spiritual awareness, and we learn that the creative power has not only changed us, it's had a great influence on other individuals around us. As this reality becomes apparent to each of us individually, we realize that other individuals are influenced. And I'm going to insert this. You're going to think that all I'm talking about is you joining a study group here. First study group that I was in, I think Kathy was in it. I'm not sure. I know Lavina was in it. And we met downstairs. One of the best things I personally and spiritually did, even though I was leading it and I could take it in any direction, the people in that class felt like asking questions. They felt like talking. And every day that I left there, I learned something new, not from the book, from those individuals. Well, that's what is happening throughout this world with spiritual people. When our inner spiritual awareness comes forth and creates a power, we're changed, and we're also, whether we realize it or not, we're influencing those people around us. As this reality becomes apparent to each of us individually, we realize that others are influenced. And the mass consciousness is increasingly affected in a good and loving way. Who we are, what we think and do makes a difference. Who we are, what we think and do makes a difference. When we experience the good time of inner calm and centeredness, are we prepared for a time of chaos? Are we prepared or waiting for chaos? Or do we have a plan to avoid chaos? I'm going to leave that question with you to ponder. And I will suggest, yes, we do have an available plan that lies in our relationship with Spirit. The third term I want to refer to, as well as grounded and centered, is light. Light. I thought about bringing a flashlight and a candle to use as an example of what we're not talking about. Light is spirit. Light is spirit. The key to staying centered and grounded is light, and it's our relationship with that light. Light is one of the most universal and fundamental symbols that we know. It is spiritual and divine. It's illumination. It's intelligence. Light is the source of goodness and ultimate reality. In John 12:46, Jesus said, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." In the Bible, light has always been a symbol of holiness, goodness, knowledge, wisdom, grace, and hope. And it is God's revelation to us. Light of the world is a phrase Jesus used several times to describe himself and his disciples in the New Testament. Jesus' life clearly gives an understanding of the meaning of light. The phrase is recorded in the Gospel of Matthew. I can give those to you after church, but have some fun and Google. Google Bible verses, and you will have an abundance of information. As each of us connects with our inner spiritual awareness, we learn the creative power of the universe is within us. The light brings growth, fulfillment, and consciousness. Yes, we grapple with personal, national, global challenges. Anymore, I hate to turn on the news. However, when we bring the light of our awareness to every aspect of ourselves, we disown the negative energies of our shadow side. Earlier, I referred to chaos. It is the light. It is the light of God that dissolves chaos. It is God's light that dissolves chaos. Light is one of the most powerful symbols that we know. It's a symbol for life regardless of religion, spiritual background, culture, or scientific views. And it is one of the few things in life that the majority of the population can agree on. It's often agreed that without light, there would be no life. Light is symbolic of wisdom, divinity, hope, good, and truth. And these powerful meanings show how central light is to our everyday life and should not go unnoticed. Light is a symbol of purity and openness. Life can change our lives in more ways than we ever imagined. The chaos we try to manage is diminished by light that we embrace. We keep the symbolism of light in mind, and we can understand and appreciate our authentic selves. May your constant thought be this statement. Don't you like the way that I phrase that? May your constant thought be. You'll understand what I'm going to say when I give you this statement. God's loving light radiates in and through me, and I am grateful. Let me give that to you again. God's loving light radiates in and through me, and I am grateful. And that's what I want you to repeat to yourself. That's your homework assignment. The people that asked me to continue to do homework assignments aren't here today. That is your homework assignment. That is your personal assignment. To repeat to yourself, God's loving light radiates in and through me, and I am grateful. I've given you a few things to think about. If you don't want to think about them because they bring up questions, let me know. We'll sit down and have coffee. We'll work through them. I may defer to your thoughts. Don't know. But God is loving light. God is our loving light. God bless you. Have a wonderful week filled with God's radiant, loving light. Blessings, folks. Blessings. The poet, whoever he is, but he wrote this and it was a poem. Colin, C-O-L-L-I-N, Colin McCarty. Now, I'd like to tell you exactly where I found it. I can't. It was on the computer. I'm sure he's written a book or whatever, and it actually just came up for whatever I was looking for. And I read it, and I thought, wow, yeah, okay, I like what he's saying. And so then I just copied it. So I think you can track it down. I have a feeling he has books for sale on Amazon, but I did it the inexpensive way. But yeah. And you'll get the whole version if you get it on there. 24. Thank you. Have a great day. And God bless every one of you. Thank you for blessing us with your music. It's always a great time when I get to give up that microphone.
But you're so good at it. You are special to us, and you are a blessing, Gwen. So we thank you for being here and always teaching us. It's wonderful. Seriously, I didn't get my pen out fast enough. But, anyway, we appreciate it. Okay, now it's time for the blessing of our offering, because we appreciate your gifts to this church so that we can continue spreading our message of unity, love, and peace in the world. So take your offering in your hand as we say, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God. And don't forget your offering for Hope and Compassion, our 3 charities we support.
I can throw this ball. I know I can. I used to throw. Back when I was a kid, still waiting on fame, more than innocence. I knew my place, but I've moved since then. I'm afraid of it now, yet fear ain't war. Expressions about. It's about time I named you problem. If I call you Goliath, you would call me David. If I call you Goliath, you would call me David. I can bend the string. I know I can. Man, I used to blow like the best of hands. Back when I was a kid, still waiting on fame, more than innocence. I know my place, but I've moved since then, and I'm afraid of it now. And yet fear ain't what expressions about. It's about time I named you problem. And if I call you Goliath, you would call me David. If I call you Goliath, you would call me David. 'Cause I'm gathering rocks and slings. I'm putting my fingers to the seams. I'm learning to play most anything. I'm gathering rocks and slings. I can throw this ball, I can bend these strings. I know I can, I know I can, I know I can, I know I can. 'Cause I'm gathering rocks and slings. And if I call you Goliath, you would call me David. I'm gonna call you Goliath, you call me David. I'm gonna call you Goliath, you call me David, you call me David.
As we bless these gifts, we just say, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for this church community. Thank you for each and every person and the gifts each person brings to this community. We know abundance is, and we are so grateful. Thank you, Spirit. All is well, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you. Our chaplains are going to be here to excuse me, to pray with you here in the front. If they'd come down, we have a few people here today, and we have children, which is exciting. First, we're going to say our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And now we'll welcome our children.
You are walking as the light, as the light, as the light. You are walking as the light, as the light of God. As the light, 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 as the light of God. You are walking as the love, as the love, as the love. You are walking as the love, as the love of God. As the love, 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 as the love of God. You are walking as the joy, as the joy, as the joy. You are walking as the joy of God. As joy, as the 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 joy of God. Now there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, united all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Peace has begun with me, and this is the moment now.